Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are brand new here. Welcome to another monthly reset. I do these every single month and they are my favorite videos to make, honestly. I love little resets and I think it's so important to do it every single month. First up, we are going to change my desktop background. This is probably my favorite step in all these reset videos. I get all my wallpapers from theeverygirl.com, so let's see what they have for March. Let's get started. I like my wallpaper. It's tulips and eggs and I think it's really cute. I wanted something kind of springy. Right about this time of year I get really impatient for spring and summer, so I'm very excited and I wanted my wallpaper to kind of remind me of spring, but it's still going to be pretty chilly, so I'm not going to get too excited. This year is a leap year, so we're going to start right off with some of my favorite things from the previous month, my favorite things from February. The first thing is that today is a leap year day. Only comes once every 4 years, so today is like a bonus day and I'm really thankful for that. And I woke up this morning and reminded myself that this is a special year and that every day is such a gift, but especially today because we get an extra day. And there's a part of me that was like, ugh, an extra day of February. I'm trying not to think like that. So I am grateful for a leap year and for an extra day of February, and I'm determined to make the whole day a great day. Obviously, filming this is my priority, but this is one of my favorite things to do. I stuck to my New Year's resolutions for another month. So there are a few things I let slip, and I also send out a monthly newsletter every single month that goes right along with these monthly resets. And I highly recommend that you subscribe to that if you have not yet already. And the link to subscribe to that newsletter is in my description box below. And I did talk about in there how there have been a few things that have already slipped. What is very important is when you do these monthly resets, I hope that you do these along with me because it really helps keep you always looking for a fresh start, if that makes sense. So I may have fallen back, like I slacked my meditation a lot on February and honestly the second half of January too, and I've done meditations on and off, but I definitely haven't progressed like I thought that I would with my meditations by now because we're nearing the end of the first quarter of 2024. So I'm using these resets as just okay, let's see where we are, where we need to be, and let's realign and refocus. And I also created a new gym routine. I literally just did this last week, but so far I am loving it. I can certainly do a video dedicated to that gym routine if you want to, but I include Pilates, incline walks on the treadmill. I am still running my mile every single day, and I include a few weightlifting days in there as well. The last thing about February that I loved is one of my goals was to be on a no buy for February, so not buying myself anything except groceries, gas, like the necessities that I have to get, but no makeup, no body care products. I made sure I was stocked up on body wash and shampoo, conditioner, and all of that before I went into this. And it really taught me a lot, especially where clothes are concerned. I just love looking at new arrivals, especially in these change of seasons. I'm really excited to wear something different for a different season, and sometimes I can get a little carried away. So I did a really good job of February. I did not buy myself anything, nothing for the house, nothing for me, nothing except food and groceries. So I'm very, very proud, and it showed me that I have a lot more time and that I really do use shopping as procrastination. So when I need to do something and I don't really want to do it right away, I just habitually get on an app, and it's not like I buy something every time I procrastinate, but I just love looking and browsing and adding to my cart and then not checking out. But it's such a waste of time, and what I learned is just how much time I'm wasting when there's no chance of me buying anything because I can't for the whole month. So it was a really, really good challenge. I'm really happy that I stuck with it and it taught me a lot. So that was a really good one. And I'll just go ahead and let you know on that note, every month I always do a favorites section where I talk about my favorite products or items from the previous month. And I'm not going to do that this month, just in honor of me being on a no buy. It felt so refreshing to not buy anything, and I just don't want to mention any products or anything for you guys to buy, because I'm honoring that February was a no buy, and not that my favorite products are things that I buy that month necessarily anyways. I just don't want to encourage consumerism when I did such a good job of not being involved in that for the whole month. So we're just gonna skip the monthly favorites section. Okay, let's go straight into my March goals. For my business, my goals are pretty much the same every single month, and I have stuck to them so far, and I just want to continue. So I wrote them down again for March, and I added one more thing. So as always, one vlog a week on TikTok, Reels, and Shorts, 2 OOTD videos. So I just film outfits, and this is just a good way for me to wear the clothes I have in my closet, get creative with my outfits. I love putting together outfits, but because I work from home, it's pretty rare that I go somewhere unless I'm hanging out with friends like on the weekends. So I really try to, twice a week, get creative just for my own sake. So 2 of those, a weekly YouTube video as usual. I will say February, pretty sure I missed a week or 2, and I don't even know what happened. I definitely want to stick to my weekly videos in March. And what I added is daily video editing for my YouTube channel. I did this for the most part in February as well. I have to keep the momentum going, even if I just edit for 5 or 10 minutes. I have to do it daily. And for my personal goals, I'm continuing with my daily mile. I will say I have not skipped one day, but the past 2 weeks when I'm running my mile, I've been thinking to myself, why do I do this every day? Like, what is the point? And I really don't want to stop running my mile, so I'm making it a point to remind myself that the reason why I'm doing it is because of building habits and just feeling good about saying I'm going to do something and sticking to it. And I want to stick to my new workout routine, the one I just created about a week ago. I want to take that all the way through March, no matter what, and just see how I feel at the end of March. And all of my usuals, I want to stretch daily, meditate daily, and then I want to read 4 books in March. I had my goal as 3 in February. I think I read 4. For my 2024 goal, in order to reach that, I have to read on average about 3.3 books a month. So far I've been doing 4 a month, which is great. I truly love reading though, so it's something that I do almost every single day anyways. And then my last personal goal is just to keep practicing my push-ups and my pull-ups. Again, one of my 2024 goals is to be able to do 20 push-ups and 10 pull-ups easily by the end of the year, and it is such a feat for me because I could hardly do 1 pull-up. Still, I struggle on my 2nd pull-up, so I'm going to try really, really hard in March to try to practice 3 every single day and just try my best. Hopefully by the end of March, a month of doing that, 3 will be easy, or at least I'll have good form in all 3. And then push-ups, I'm pretty good at doing 5 in a row. I can usually do more than 5, but I just want to perfect the form on all 5. I read 4 books in February, and I'm going to go through, tell you what books I read, and then what the rating is. The first book I read is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. It's just a really cute romantic comedy. The second book I read is Living Untethered by Michael Singer. I rated this one 4 out of 5 stars. This is the second book in a series. The first book is The Untethered Soul, which is a 5 out of 5. It absolutely changed my life and my mindset. I read that back in January, so I highly recommend reading both of those books. The third book I read was Fourth Wing, and I rated this 4 out of 5, but I loved it more than the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, which is such a viral series. And I know Fourth Wing and the sequel to that, Iron Flame, which I'm reading currently, they're super popular right now, but they are such good books. I don't know if it's the dragons in it or what, but I like it way more than like the fairy life in A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I've been super into them, so much so that I created a Amazon idea list on my storefront with t-shirts that are themed around Fourth Wing. I will have that linked in the description box as well, but they're really cute t-shirts and I really want one. I've never really fallen in love with the series so much, a fictional series, that I want to go buy clothes that have to do with the series, but I love this one so much that I really want the t-shirts. And the fourth book that I read in February is called Part of Your World. This is also by Abby Jimenez, and this was actually book 1. Apparently I read Yours Truly, which is book 2 first, and didn't know till I finished and read the author's note. I don't think you have to read them in order, although I would recommend it, but they're just really cute romantic comedies. And I rated this one 4 out of 5. If you want more details on why I rated these books like I did and the summaries, what I thought about them, that is all in my monthly newsletter that you have to subscribe to. And I've also started doing a little TikTok just rounding up the books I read every single month and my rating and why, so you can watch that as well. So if you're doing these monthly resets along with me, the next part is going through your camera roll. And this is something that I've started doing, and it has saved my storage space and also just my sanity. I'm the kind of person that takes screenshots and photos of everything, and I take multiple photos. Plus, since I do create content, I do my daily vlogs and I do my outfit videos. There's so much video content, and I record in 4K. So there's just a lot of storage taken up on my phone every single month. So what I've been doing is going through my camera roll and deleting anything that I don't need. If I need to keep a screenshot, I have a note in my notes app on my phone. You can add a picture to your note app and then delete it off your camera roll, and it'll still be accessible through the notes app. The reason why I delete my photos off of my phone every month is because I sync them up onto Google Photos. That is what I use to store all of my photos and videos on. So I delete them off of my device and out of my iCloud to free up that storage, but they go to my Google Photos storage. So if you don't have any external storage for your photos, then you don't have to delete everything, but I do recommend just spending 10-30 minutes going through your camera roll and deleting things that you don't need, deleting extra screenshots that you're not going to look at anymore, and just cleaning it up every month. And it makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for when you need something. And it just, for me personally, I feel like doing a digital reset is so healthy for your brain, especially when you're on something like your phone all the time. You can also go through your apps on your phone, like downloads on your computer. Those are all really great places to clean up every single month. So that was everything. I think it was pretty short and sweet this month. I'm very excited to hopefully get a little bit closer to spring once March is over, and I'm really hoping to make it a good month. It's the last month of Q1, but it just feels really good to have a fresh start at the end of every month, to think about every new month as a brand new beginning, especially when we think about getting further and further away from the person that we were who made those New Year's resolutions. I think it's really good to recalibrate at the end of every month. Think about what those resolutions were. Do you still want to keep them? Because if you don't, that is fine. No one says you have to keep your resolutions. Just remember what's important for you as we head into this new month. I hope March is beautiful for all of us, and I will see you next week for my next video.